สวัสดีค่ะ and welcome back to At Brain Site here on GBN Station. You are now with me, Konkan Wishitpan, giving you updates on Buddhist activities from around the world. Let's get started. According to a life science report, traces of one of the earliest Buddhist temples in northwestern Pakistan's ancient Gandhara region have been discovered in the center of the city of Barigat by a team of Pakistani and Italian researchers led by Luca Maria and Oliveri of Cavaschari University of Venice. The temple remains have been dated to the middle of the 2nd century BC and consists of a platform topped by a stupa, still standing about 10 feet tall, a smaller stupa, a room for monks, a staircase, the podium of a monumental pillar or column, vestibule rooms, and a public courtyard. The temple was built along the road that led to the city's main Buddhist monuments, a 65-foot wide stupa. Coins, jewels, seals, pottery, and statues bearing inscriptions also have been uncovered at the site, Oliveri said. Remains of the temple that may have been constructed as early as the 3rd century BC are thought to rest beneath the structure. Buddhist pilgrims now have 2 reassuring companions, making their difficult journey easier: the spirit of an ancient Buddhist saint and a high-tech robotic exoskeleton. In mid-December, a man ascended a slope with ease while generating a smooth mechanical hum. The trigger was outfitted with a control device on his back and motors on his shoulders and waist. He wore a conical straw hat, although the traditional headpiece clashed with the futuristic robotic suit. It was part of an experiment to see how the machine would fare in supporting the religious pilgrims on the tough terrain. They were walking the Henro pilgrimage in the Shinkogo region to trace the footsteps of Kukai, a Buddhist priest also known as Daishi or Kobo Daishi. The robotic gear called WalkMate was developed by the Tokyo Institute of Technology. According to Joshiro Miyake, a biophysics professor at the institute who created the mechanical exoskeleton, WalkMate can add power to a person's limb in sync with their pace and gait. The experiment took place in Senjuji, where Kukai hails from. The test used a slope road that connects the Mandaraji and Shakuchaki temples, which are the 72nd and 73rd destinations along the pilgrimage route. In the mind of Vietnamese people for generations, Tet not only carries the meaning of saying goodbye to the old year and welcoming the new year, but is also associated with spiritual values and beliefs. On the first day of the new year, people would go to temples and pagodas to pray for good luck for their families for the year ahead. After the clock strikes 12 on New Year's Eve, many people would go to nearby pagodas to pray for health and luck for themselves and their loved ones. Many people sincerely believe that all wishes made on New Year's Eve will come true. Some go to a pagoda not just to pray for good things in the coming year, but also reflect on what they have done in the past, find peace for their soul, and leave all hardship behind. People also go to pagodas at the beginning of the new year to ask for calligraphy works and to enjoy the pagoda's beauty and serene atmosphere. For every Vietnamese, going to pagodas at the beginning of the year is a traditional custom that has been formed for a long time, which contributes to creating a rich national culture. This custom not only expresses the desire for a happy and prosperous life, but also helps teach Vietnamese people about their roots and traditions of the country. The Buddhist philosophy and essence of light and shadow theory are the subjects of the first light of the new era towards the 7th decade, which is running at the Icon Lux pop-up space on the first floor of Icon Siam until February 20. held to mark the milestone of the 7th decade of Professor Pisha Tao Tong, a national artist in visual arts. The exhibition features a collection of rare works and masterpieces that reflect the essence of Buddhist philosophy, kindness, tranquility, faith, and purity of Buddhism in a unique way. The national artist has created his own signature abstract art, developed to reach the supreme achievement in visual arts. The contrasting use of light and shadow that reflect on the surface to illustrate the abstract composition of the nature has been developed by combining the uniques of Thai traditional arts and Western perspectives. The exhibition is aimed to convey his knowledge to the new generation. The works on show are the result of his long career in art under the light and shadow theory that has long been twisted, combined, and experienced in different abstract and physical approaches until he gained insight into the essence of light and shadow and the changeableness of nature. This has led him to a deeper understanding of Buddhist philosophy and thus also inspired him to be passionate about elegant Buddhist architectures such as vihara and ubosot. A highlight painting is light and shadow in the cultural triangle, for which he took inspiration from his impression of the arts and cultures related to Buddhism he has experienced during his travels to many astonishing places in Myanmar, Laos, and Thailand. The collection also includes remarkable landscape paintings that he curated from actual perspectives based on the light and shadow theory. Thousands of monks, nuns, and citizens gather at the Tuhiu Pagoda to bid the final respects adieu to Thich Nhat Hanh. The monks, nuns, and lay people packed the pagoda from early in the morning to say their final goodbyes before a tea ceremony or cremation was held at Eternal Park of Hill Garden of Eden. Before his coffin was moved out of the pagoda, representatives of Palm Village and Tuhiu Pagoda recalled the life of the Zen Master and thanks the monks, agencies, and individuals who attended the funeral rituals after his passing last month. Thich Nhat Hanh's funeral lasted 7 days as a silent meditation course. After his cremation, his remains will rest at the Tuhiu Pagoda and other palm villages of the world. The Zen Master is one of the world's most influential Buddhist figures, passed away at the Tuhiu Temple in his birthplace of Hieu on January 22nd, aged 95.
So why can't we be consistent in our meditation practice? Well, people watching this video kind of agree somehow that meditation is important, because meditation actually helps the mind to find peace. And if you meditate every day, you're gonna feel inner peace from within every day. It's like you brush your teeth in order to keep your mouth clean and your teeth healthy, right? So why is it so hard to establish meditation as a habit? That's because we are with a lot of habits. We live with our own habits. And these habits become many internal voices or inner voices that whispers to our mind. So every time when we are about to meditate, these inner voices will whisper to us that, hey, meditation is good, but probably not today. And if you have good meditation before, if you ever meditated and found a deep, profound experience, you will have the second voice that try to whisper to you as well. Yes, meditation is good and you should do it today. And the first voice will whisper to you once again, yeah, but today you're busy, you have a lot of work, you have some assignments, some work that you need to deliver tomorrow. And if you meditate today, you wake up late. And the second voice will try to say to you, hey, it doesn't actually have to be like 2 hours, maybe just 20 minutes to keep the mind clean and free from the garbage. That's enough already. So these two voices are fighting in your mind, right? So what do we need to make sure that these positive voices will win the fight? First, you need to develop a personal discipline. So if you haven't meditated, you're not gonna go to sleep. If you haven't meditated, you're not gonna switch on your phone or browse social media applications. If you haven't meditated, you're not gonna spend some time on other tasks. So if you have such discipline, at least you don't actually listen to the negative voice so much because you follow the discipline that you create, that you try to make it a part of yourself. Of course, this is gonna be a bit challenging at first because while trying to develop such discipline, this voice is gonna try to be very loud to you. But if you do not listen to it, because you already draft your personal discipline that I'm gonna meditate before going to bed. I'm gonna meditate at 9. I'm gonna meditate about 20 minutes before ending the day. If you have such discipline, you'll be able to stop and pay no attention to the negative voice. And perhaps if you as well allow yourself to deepen your meditation and you have profound experience, you will understand the taste of inner peace. And that taste of inner peace will amplify the positive voice as well. So two things. First, you develop your own discipline so that you don't listen to the negative voice so much. Second, you deepen your meditation. Maybe you give yourself time for your own personal retreat. Maybe a day or a day a month or maybe a few hours a week so that you spend your time with your meditation practice. And if you have deep meditation, believe me, the positive voice is going to be so loud that I want to meditate. I want to actually have that profound experience once again, even though that expectation isn't good. But we're going to talk about that later on. Okay? So fighting between these two voices is your personal fight. There is no easy help. But if there is one thing that can help you, you probably need to have a good environment, like associate yourself with a group of people, with a group of meditators, and they get it every day, and then you be a part of them every day. You're gonna feel like one day that you are unable to join the group. Something is missing because you already cultivate that meditation routine as a habit. And this is going to be very helpful because sometimes we are unaware that the negative voice can be so loud. And if you are beginners in the meditation in these days, it's going to be harder because of the world situations, because of the news, because of the responsibilities and problems in life. These voices is going to be so loud. So probably you cannot fight this alone. You're going to need to have a little help from the environments as well. Create a good environment. and associate yourself with positive people, meditators, that's gonna be two voices. Okay, so not only your inner positive voice, but the voice from your friends is gonna help you. I hope my voice is gonna be a part of the positive voice as well. So if you need some encouragement, maybe you come back to watch this video a few more times. I hope you'll be able to cultivate meditation as a routine very soon.
It's time for us to say goodbye, and please make sure to check out all episodes of our At Brain Insight News program on our website, gbnus.com. Thank you for joining us. Rejoice in your merit. สวัสดีค่ะ